You ever walked away from a fight feeling like, why did I freeze up? Why didn't I say what I really meant? Or maybe you blew up, said something you regret, and now you're replaying it on loop like a movie you wish you could rewrite. Here's the thing most people never realize. You don't just react in conflict. You're speaking a language, one you probably didn't even choose. And once you understand that language, you can stop feeling helpless and start fighting smarter. Today, we're breaking down the 5 most common fight languages, and each one reveals something you've been carrying for years. Old pain, unmet needs, emotional reflexes dressed up as logic. By the end of this video, you won't just know how you argue, you'll understand why, and what to do next time before things spiral. And just a heads up, the one that makes you most uncomfortable, that's probably yours. Let's go deeper. The way you argue didn't come from nowhere. It's not just personality, it's programming. Think back. When you were a kid, did your parents argue loud and fast? Stay silent? Slam doors? Or worse, pretend everything was fine, while tension filled the air like smoke? That environment, it taught you something your nervous system never forgot. Now, whenever conflict shows up, in relationships, friendships, at work, you don't respond. You replay, over and over, without even knowing it. But here's the power. Once you recognize the script, you can finally change how the story ends. Let's get into it. There are 5 core fight languages, and chances are, one of these hits way too close. 1. The exploder. You raise your voice. Your heart races. And it feels like, if you don't say it now, you'll burst. You're not trying to dominate. You're just afraid of being dismissed. You don't want to fight. You want to be heard. But sometimes, your fire burns the bridge you're trying to walk across. 2. The peacemaker. You keep your voice calm. Your face neutral. You say, it's fine. Even when it absolutely isn't. Conflict scares you. Not because you're weak, but because it feels unsafe. So you make peace by betraying yourself. But later, when the room is quiet, the resentment creeps in like a whisper you can't shut out. 3. The shutter. You go quiet. Eyes down. Emotionally vanish. You're not punishing anyone. You're overwhelmed. Your system shuts down to protect you. But from the outside, it looks like coldness. And the people who care about you, they feel abandoned. 4. The scorekeeper. You remember everything. Not to be petty, but because you never felt heard the first time. Every argument becomes a courtroom. And in that courtroom, your pain is the evidence. But the more you build your case, the more the relationship starts feeling like a trial. 5. The manipulator. You spin it. Shift the blame. Maybe cry at the right moment. It's not about being evil. It's about survival. You don't feel safe being wrong, so you make sure you're never in the spotlight. But winning the fight often means losing trust. Each of these styles started as protection, but now they might be the very thing hurting your connections the most. Let me paint a quick scene. Imagine you're 9 years old. Your parents are fighting. Loud. Tense. You're sitting at the top of the stairs. Heart pounding. You learn something in that moment. Not through words but through emotion. You learn that yelling means power. Or silence means safety. Or pretending it's okay is the only way to survive. And now, you bring that version of yourself into every argument. Still trying to protect that scared kid. But you're not that kid anymore. You get to choose something different. Here's the shift. Once you know your fight language, you can stop reacting on autopilot and respond with clarity. If you're an exploder, try this. Pause. Literally breathe. Ask yourself, do I want to win or be understood? If you're a peacemaker, say one small truth. Even just, I'm not okay right now. Let discomfort exist. It won't destroy you. If you're a shutter, don't vanish. Say, I need a moment, but I'll come back. That comeback, it rebuilds trust. If you're a scorekeeper, focus on this moment. Don't let the past hijack the present. And if you're a manipulator, ask yourself, am I protecting my ego or repairing the relationship? Every choice is a step toward emotional maturity. And real power, it's not in control, it's in connection. So, which one are you? Better yet, which one do you want to become? Because conflict doesn't break relationships. It reveals the cracks that were already there. And if you're brave enough to look at them, you can finally start sealing them with something stronger than fear. Here's your challenge. Drop your fight language in the comments. The one you own, and the one you're working on. No shame, no judgment, just growth. And remember this, sometimes the argument you're having isn't even with the person in front of you. It's with the ghost of a moment you never got to heal. You don't have to keep replaying the same fight your childhood taught you. You can choose something better, softer, smarter. You don't just have to survive conflict. You can rewrite the way you fight and start choosing connection over chaos. That's the real power. And if this hit you deep, stick around. Because here, we unpack the psychology shaping your life, one breakthrough at a time.